Hey guys, so I'm over here in the Nishinari district of Osaka, and it's known for a couple different things here. It's kind of a poor area. There's a lot of backpackers. There's two kinds of people who come over here. It's backpackers like myself, travelers, and then it's also like day laborers and like poor people, homeless people, Japanese people who are like, say, blue-collar workers here. And so I got off the train over there. It's not far at all. There's another station over here. There's actually several. And it's not a far walk over to my hotel. So today I'm going to be switching to a different hotel, but they're all within the same area here. So I figure I'll just stay over here. The reason I'm staying over here is it's like a small private room that is low price, maybe like half price as to other places in Japan. So I was just doing a search. If you go on booking.com, you can search by the lowest price in the country. And so this private room, I'm satisfied with private room, half price. So if you go down here, there's some another train station here. There's a bigger train station as well as like a subway metro station here. And you can see part of it over there. So I got off there, walked over here. It's not very far. And my hotel's down this alleyway over here. And I'll show you guys the street just so you can see what it looks like. It's kind of a kitschy neighborhood here. And I'll show you some other parts of the neighborhood as well. So you got Hotel Teo. That hotel, I think it has a roach problem, so I didn't choose to stay there. I took another one over here. And I've stayed at two different ones over here. And today I'll be moving to a different one. It's just on another street here. You got one called Sachi over here. And I stayed at this one on the left here. So that one I just passed there, it's called Park Inn. And let's see, let's go down. We can go down this way. Park Inn does not have a private shower. It has what's called an onsen, which is it's like a communal bath. So kind of a strange. They don't have it's not a full hotel room. It's just like a mat room basically. It's a very cheap price, but it's kind of dirty, and you have to go down there to shower with the other guests there, right? Which is kind of strange. But when I went there, there's nobody inside there. And I think the women have their own, they can go to another building, but technically there's no women's shower there. It's just mixed. So the onsen, that's a common thing in Japan. It's like a spa or something like that, like a jacuzzi kind of. So this corridor, and I'm going to take you guys to some other locations around here, Nishinari. And most of these shops just aren't open yet because it's like a little bit early during the day here. So if you go down this way and take a right, there's like a really poor part of town, and I'm going to be walking there shortly. And then if you take a left, there's a red light district. And it's kind of a touristy. They don't allow us to film videos there, so if you go with the camera, they're might try to stop you from filming, But it is a red light district, legally operated. It's Kind of interesting looking. Not typical. I have never seen anything like it. Mostly young ladies who are dressed up in like maid outfits and stuff like that. And it's very expensive as well. So if you go north of here, there's the tower, like an observation tower, as well as some touristy restaurants and things like that. Seafood restaurants. So let's see, let's go to the right, and we can go over to the neighborhood that's really poor here. So here we go. You just have to go across this little divider here, and you'll get kind of not the best area. This is actually where my next hotel is. So the other area was a little bit better, Nishinari, but it's not that bad. It's just, you know, people who are working class, you know. We have the same in New York, you know, we have kind of places where they have people who live on public assistance here. And those are all over New York City, you know. So yeah, it doesn't look that bad now. When I came over here another night, there were some characters hanging around here. And there were some police, you know. In fact, right in this area here. And I'll be leaving my bicycle out here in the rack here. But the bicycle is not worth that much. It's not super expensive, even if it gets stolen. Which, here in Osaka, bike theft is not that big of a deal. It's not, I mean, it's not a huge problem like it is in New York, you know. So this part of town, as I said, it's the poorest part of town. And if you cycle north about 2 miles, you'll get to the kind of touristy, like Times Square area, you know, shopping area. So I just passed another hotel that I was looking at before. The rooms are kind of dusty here. That's the only negative. It's just like a mat room, and which are kind of dusty with dusty mattresses there. But other than that, it's not really that bad. Let's see what's down here. So we can go take a look at the beginning of the red light district. And I'll be there shortly and show you where this is exactly. Just the outside of it. There we go, guys. So you can see those lights there. Most of them are not open. That is the red light district. So here in Osaka, they have what's called the maid cafes, where you have these young girls dressed up in maid outfits that are just, you know, it's like a restaurant here. Same sort of thing here, except it's an actual red light district. And I can't videotape here. They also don't like it when, say, if you're a couple and you're walking down the street, they don't like that. You know, they want single men to come here and take a look. So it's called Tobita Chinchi on the map. Google Maps, you can see it. And I'm going to take a little walk, and I think I'm going to go to the other side, then videotape from there. So that's it. On the other side, as I mentioned, is more of a poorer neighborhood than this. You can see all these white signs with the lantern there. That is the red light district in Osaka. Most of them are not open. If you're not American, there's very few places that have this in the United States, in Nevada. Now, in other countries, there's this kind of thing. That's in most countries, not the US, right? So we're kind of the oddball in terms of that red light district, you know, legally sell this kind of thing here. And they have other types of establishments like this. They have, you know, girly bars like you have in Southeast Asia, you know, some places like this. So if we go in this direction, it just turns into more of this, like, residential area. Fairly well off on this side, right? You can see this. These are probably new condos over here that are much more expensive there. It's kind of strange that it goes from that to this kind of fancy neighborhood here. But if you're, as I said, if you're not American, if you see a neighborhood like this in the States, you're probably talking a place where, like, say, drug dealers hang out, you know, like the illicit industries kind of go along with that. And then you'll see things like stray dogs and abandoned houses there, you know. So if we keep going down here, there's a big shopping center over here. And on the other side of the road over there, there's a tower with all this restaurants. So I'm going to take you guys by that as well. So sometimes they don't speak English, and sometimes they won't let you come inside. If they don't speak it and they don't want tourists there, they might turn you down. There's one hotel that does not. It's called the Park Hotel. It's for, so they just say, sorry, I don't speak English, and they won't offer you. Now most will. The same with the restaurants and stores and things like that. They will accept you, but sometimes they do not. So now we're going to go take a look at the other side of the neighborhood here, which is up underneath the bridge here. And this is where the observation deck is. And there's one other place that I want to show you guys, which is the park. It's a nice little lake park with a monastery inside of it. That's right over there, and they have a zoo there, actually. So for kids, you know. Let's see. So you got the tower right up here. And this neighborhood has a lot of touristy shops and restaurants. If you go about 2 miles north, then you're going to get the Dantabari Street and Namba Entertainment District here. But this is still pretty good. This is let's see here. So you've got these restaurants, which they have sushi. There's a game shop there. So, and then up here on the left, you've got the observation tower. Let's see here. I'm going to take a left to get there. Oysters. Prices are not that bad here. Toyoko Inn. That's actually a big chain here, Toyoko Inn. But it's kind of more expensive than you would find at the places that have mat rooms. So if you're not staying in the mat rooms, like I am, the choices are hostels. There's a few that are about the same price. And then after that, if you want a regular hotel, it's going to be about double the cost of that. So if you're traveling to Japan on a budget, if you're a backpacker, that's probably why there's not a lot of backpackers here in Japan. Not like, say, Vietnam, or where you could get a room for like $3 a night. Let's see here. There we go. Here's the Itachi observation tower. There's a few backpackers here. But, so I was telling my friend about the, kind of the environment here. The hotel that I'm staying at, it's very quiet there for a backpacker type, place. It's not a lot of social interaction there. Very, like you can hear a pin drop there. And there's some backpackers staying there, and then there's some people who are like, say, living there, they're a student or something like that. So it's not like it is over in Thailand, where if you go there, there's a lot of partiers around. You're looking to meet people. Thailand is kind of like an overdone place. It's too much. In terms of music and things like that, bars, and this is kind of the opposite. But you do have some things to do here. You got these